Alright everybody, welcome into my first ever farming guide. So we're going to be starting, this is going to be a 2026 farming guide. This is what you should farm towards. This is going to start from the new account. This will be a free-to-play, or not free-to-play, you can spend, you can free-to-play, however you want to play. It's really your game. This is going to be from like the very beginning of the game. It will be a part 1 of 2, probably. I still have to make the graphics for part 2, but this will be part 1 of the 2026 farming guide. So let's get into this. So first things first, we have Galactic Legend Leia. This is going to be the crux of the farming guide. This is going to be the crux of your first 6 to 9 months of playing. With all the lightspeed tokens, it should be pretty easy. You should realistically be able to get this within 9 months. And just considering you'll be given most of these characters already relicked. So up top we have all of her requirements in order. We have Captain Rex is the first one, Princess Nisa, Wicket, Lando, Admiral Akbar, Scout Trooper, R2-D2, Captain Han, Rebel Officer Leia or Rolo, Chief Charpa, Captain Drogon, CLS, Boosh, Chupio, and Lobot. So underneath, oh, I don't think you guys can see my mouse. That's a problem. Give me 1 second. Alright, we're back now. You guys can see my mouse now. So first things, on the left, these are the teams that you should be like farming along the way if you rush straight to her. And then on the right, those are just the requirements themselves. So we're gonna start with the characters on the right. We have Captain Rex, which this symbol that's around him, that's the lightspeed token symbol. It's gonna give you 7 stars, gear 13. So all you need to do is get him from relic 0 to relic 7. Then we have Nisa, Wicket. They're both normal energy farms. We have Lando. Lando is a Cantina farm, along with Lobot at the very end. So you're kind of doubling up there. You have Admiral Akbar. This is going to come around when the CLS Lightspeed token comes around. You'll get that and CLS Lightspeed token at the same time. And then we're now into the more... we're going to start getting into the less cut dry, like you just gotta gear it or you can lightspeed token it. So Scout Trooper, again, if you're starting from a free-to-play account, like not even free-to-play, just a new account, I would recommend using a lightspeed token on Scout Trooper. We'll get into some other stuff later, as in like you could use it on this instead or this, but you can use it on Scout Trooper. It'll get you 2 Zetas. It'll get you 400 Kyrotech worth. If you don't want to do that, you can gear Scout Trooper up yourself. It is a fleet energy farm on page 5, I believe. It's a fleet energy farm. Not everybody likes those, but you can use the lightspeed token on it. You're getting a faction one. Faction ones are Rebel, Jedi, Empire, Droid, Bounty Hunter, and then the final one is a Mandalorian, which has no correlation here. You're getting an R2-D2 one when the Empire rolls around, so you don't have to worry about gearing him. You do need to take him to Relic 8, which is the highest relic for Leia. Actually, the only Relic 8 for Leia. You have a bunch of 7s, but that's the only 8. Captain Han, that is a Cantina farm. You also need it for Jedi Knight Luke, so if you have Jedi Knight Luke, then you can easily feed in. Rolo, this is the most time extensive farm on the entire Leia, like the entire Leia farm. So the only ways to get her is Hoth territory battles. You can get up to 50 if everyone participates and gets a shard. 50 per month. So if you're doing it like that, you could get it in 7 months. If you're doing it with Mark II raid currency, which is what I show, you can set aside about like 2 months of your time on gear 12 to gear 13 pieces and those higher relic pieces now that they changed stuff in order to unlock her. Highly recommended to do it that way because most people are not going to be in a Hoth territory battle. If you are, nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're getting her easier and you don't have to spend as much grade 2. You can also spend get 2, but if you're starting a new account, you should be spending that on either Negotiator or Malevolence or even Chirotech. You should not be spending on Rolo shards. It's a very bad conversion. And then Chief Sherpa, Cantina Farm. Cantina Farms are the easiest in the game, aside from the new Lightspeed tokens and stuff. So Nisa is 400 Kairos, Wicket's 100, Lando's 100. Scout Trooper is 400, Captain Han is 100, Rolo's 100, Chirpa's 100. Now, if you remember, I said your first Lightspeed token that you're being given, aside from the focused ones, is Rebel. Now that falls straight into Drogon, in my opinion, because Drogon is 400 Chirotech. He's a Cantina farm, so it's not that bad for shards. But shards come easy, gear comes hard. You're saving 400 Chirotech, you're getting 2 Zetas. It's one of the best choices. If Captain Rex wasn't there, then I would say use it on him, but you're getting Captain Rex for free as a focused one, so you might as well just use that on someone like Drogon. Yeah, so, and then you're also going to be given a CLS one when you get the droid token. You also get Akbar at the same time. So there's another Lightspeed token. You have Boosh, 400 Chirotechs, normal energy farm. I think she's a 60 node, so like 12 energy per. She also leads into Jabba, pretty easy. And then you have 3PO and Chewie. By the way, the Boosh one, you get the Bounty Hunter one in the April-ish time frame. No, March. It'll be like March 15th or something. Yeah, you could use that on her to save all of the Zetas, all of your Chirotech, your Gear 12 pieces, all of it. And then there is Chupio, you're getting a Droid Lightspeed token. This one you can go without doing, it's 300 Chirotech, so it's not as expensive as someone like Boosh. But if you're starting a new account, Chupio is going to go onto that CLS team. You get it at the same time as CLS. It's kind of a no-brainer to just go for it. Chupio goes onto that CLS team, as you can see directly to the left. But yeah, Chupio is going to go into that CLS team. You might as well just use the Lightspeed token on him, get that Zeta. That Zeta is actually a pretty solid one. It does extra damage per kill throughout the battle. Battle 9 counter. And then Lobot, you farm this when you farm Lando. 100 Chirotechs. You might as well just farm it. It's not worth using as a token on. Now on the left, as I said before, this is going to be your teams that you should be farming while you're getting Leia. There may be a few more, but these are the ones that I recommend. Phoenix, you are given all the way up until November 18th of 2026, so you have pretty much the entire year to do those. You only have to gear up Kanan. Kanan is pretty vital in this team. You heal off of debuffs, as well as you get the counter chance for everyone. It's definitely worth it to have Kanan at Relics. His Zeta is alright. I mean, you don't get given it, so. And then, now, this Ewok team, unless you're someone like Gerbil and you don't like the Ewoks, or unless you are like him and you do like Ewoks, they're not really that good of a team. He has made a good point. They do some nice stuff in TW, but that's a different story. I don't talk about TW around here because I'm not a TW fan. You have to farm up all of these. You can drop one of these last two, or even Wicket and throw in Paplu. But you need Wicket for Leia, you need Nisa for Leia, you need Sherpa for Leia, so you'll have these three at relics. If you want to go out of your way and relic these two, you can. No need to, though. I mean, again, it's not that good of a team. This CLS team right here, get this up and running. This is what the Ewoks lead into, is C-3PO right at the end. You want CLS for Leia, and Han is for Jabba. Also JML. Chewie is for JML. You have Chewpio, which is for Leia. You have C-3PO for Jabba. Just get this team. It all goes to different places. They all fit and make. This team holds very well in Hard Conquest. It also gets a lot of like, it kills gas. It's just a very good team. Like, you will use CLS all the way into the end game. Now for the final thing down here, this is just congrats, you unlocked Leia. Now how should you use her? So you can use her entire set of requirements with her, or not entire. Anything with the Rebel tag can fall under her. I would recommend, if you're going to be using it like that, you will tear apart two teams, but you can use Leia, Drogon, R2. These are the main three. Get those three on the team, you're good. Then you would put Krex and 3PO and Chewie. I'm not a big fan of that because then that leaves you down to just one team instead of having two other teams ready. That's why I have these defense and offense. So Adrad and Jin, they are good characters. They are really good on offense because a lot of the times they will try to target Jin. And with Admiral Radis' Zeta, they cannot kill Jin until he's dead. So using them on offense is really good, but you can choose who you're targeting when they're on defense. So you target out Adrad before focusing Jin, and you just it falls over. Leia's the top performing GL. I forgot to mention that she is top performing GL. They give you most of the requirements to her through all these Lightspeed tokens. You should get her, honestly. She's top performing GL to this day. She's like 2.5 years old now. And she is still like top performing. So I do recommend doing it like this. If there's a team that you see that's out of the way, like Scout Trooper, you're going to be going Imperial Troopers with that, or Imperial Remnants. I mean, sure, go for it. But this is solely from like a new, fresh out the like water count. So you can take that as you will. Yeah. Let me switch over to the ships. So, one second. Alright, so here's my ship farming graphic. So there is 2 ships here, and that is because if we go back to the Leia requirements, there's only 2 normal energy farms here. 3 if you add Boosh. There's 2 normal energy farms. This is 180 energy per day. So that leaves you a lot of energy to farm other things. So Executor, you're literally given all of the bounty hunters required for Executor. I feel like it's kind of a no-brainer to go for it. And yeah, all you have to gear is the Empire people. Which, if you wanted, back here we have Leia requirement. Scout Trooper is a Lightspeed token. If you wanted, you can gear up Scout Trooper on your own and instead throw that on Piet. Because Piet is the only cover attack intensive character for the Executor. He's Relic 9. I mean, no, sorry, he's Relic 8 for the requirement. I have him at Relic 9 because he just it's better. He makes mirror matches a lot better with that Relic 9. That's why mine's Relic 9. And then you have Darth Vader and TIE Fighter Pilot, both 100 Kyber Tech, both easy to farm. You get Vader at 7 stars within like a week and a half now. And you get Beskar Mando. That is, now that there's a Lightspeed token for him, he is no longer the most Kyber Tech extensive character. He was like 600 Kyber Tech, but you're saving all of that with a new Lightspeed token. Then you have Bosk, Boba, Dengar, IG-88. All 5 of these characters that are Lightspeed tokens for it, it's not like one that you have to choose where it goes, right? It's solely for them. And you just need to farm the ships to go along with it. So there is also Cad Bane. I will get into that in a moment. That one's easy to gear. You might as well just gear that one yourself. But I'll get into it. I don't have him on the graphic, but he's required for one of the ships here, the Xanadu Blood. I just have the simple requirements. That's all I have. The top. So you have Houndstooth, Razor Crest. Razor Crest is the hardest one to farm here. IG-2K, which I see a lot of people skip out on. You have Slave 1, and then you have TIE Bomber, TIE Advanced, and TIE Fighter. So, as long as you farm up all of these ships, you can get Executor done very early. It's going to be 6 months because that's about how long it takes Razor Crest. You can do it in shorter than that. I've actually done it in 5 months. That's because I was in a rogue guild and getting extra shards because of the Get 3. And then after you unlock the Executor, getting all these ships to 7 stars, it says 4 stars in the Executor requirements. You want them at 5 stars, or you want them at 7 stars, sorry. Because 4 stars only unlocks the first 10 shards, and you need them at 7 stars in order to get all 80 to unlock it. And after you unlock it, then you're going to switch over to this fleet. And this is why you need Cad Bane. So first ship here is the Xanadu Blood. Cad Bane is easy. You get him with Galactic War. You can get it done very quickly. You can get that done in 11 days if you spend all of it on just Cad Bane. The 7 stars is what I'm saying. Punishing One. This is the lifter for Executor. Get that farmed up as soon as possible. IG-2000. Sorry, I went to the wrong side. Razor Crest, this is your starting lineup if you're using triple attacker. If you're using Houndstooth in the lead, because there's some things that you want that. Most of the time, Executor is triple attacker. But then you would swap Houndstooth and Xanadu Blood. Usually it's Houndstooth first reinforcement on triple attacker, and vice versa. If Xanadu Blood's in reinforcements, he's the first.
They're quite furry.
But you do that so that you can get your crystal income as soon as possible. Fleet Arena is very important in this game. You need it for crystals, you need it for more Zetas. Those are mainly the 2 resources that you get from there. And then down here we have Mace's Endurance. So this one is not as cutthroat and not as cut dry as the Executor because you get given 5 of the characters. But you do get Mace, Anakin, and Ahsoka. Mace is your capital ship. It's the head, right? Like, it's your capital ship. Anakin, Anakin and Ahsoka are usually reinforcements in the Endurance fleet. But if you farm Negotiator, Anakin is on the front. And then all of these, so you can farm Houndstooth, IG 2000, Xanadu Blood, Fives, Hunter, Tech, Wrecker, all at all at the same time while you're farming Leia. So you can get 2 fleets up and running while getting 3 teams just from farming Leia. Plus you could use these in teams. We'll get into that shortly though. So you have Fives, Hunter, Tech, Wrecker, and then Rex. Rex is this final ship at the very end. He is there as the Executor counter for Mace. You use that as the starting lineup. You swap the Y-Wing and Rex, but that's for advanced stuff. But yeah, you get Mace, Anakin, Ahsoka all at Relic 0 given to you. Plo Koon is Cantina. That's wrong. That's wrong. Plo Koon's ship is Cantina. That should be here. Plo Koon is just from fleet tokens. Wow. I'm going to be linking all these in the description, and I'm going to have to change that around. I can't believe I ever saw that. I even had some people look over. Marauder. This is the lifeblood of Galactic Republic fleets at this point. This is insanely strong. You need Hunter, Tech, and Wrecker for it. This is on 3F, I believe, of fleet battles. You need that in order to really elevate it. I mean, it'll work without it, but if you want it to like excel, you need the Marauder. But yeah, you can farm both these ships as well as Leia all at the same time. And you'll still have room for like 180 energy to spend. Or 175. So I highly recommend farming both of these. Endurance will lead you, or it'll hold you in the top for a while until you get Executor, and then Executor will be your thing. Now, I have Tarkin here as well. This is an honorable mention. I mean, it's really necessary to get this to a 6 or 5-star ship, capital ship with 5-star dark side ships. Reason being is right here, ships, Zetas and ship Omegas. Zetas are gonna feed your characters. I didn't mention what they were in this slide, but almost every character in the game has at least one Zeta, and it makes their abilities go from okay to like great, or just good to great. It makes characters just so much better. Like right here, I have 3 Zetas on Vader. He has one called Merciless Massacre, and it makes him just so much stronger. Like this is actually one of the most recommended first Zetas on a roster. Especially now since Captain Rex is being moved to a Lightspeed token, you get given his. But yeah, you need Zetas to make teams from good to great. And then you're also farming Bomber, TIE Advanced, and TIE Fighter. These are these first 3 on the right. You want to be getting these so that when you sit there, you're going to be getting that for Executor, right? Those are 3 that are required for Executor. Vader at Relic 7, TIE Fighter Pilot at Relic 5, so you'll have both of them at Relics, and you'll have TIE Bomber. And then TIE Silencers here because it's such an easy farm. Same with Slave 1, you get given Slave 1 at 4 stars, actually. And yeah, you should be farming Slave 1 for the Executor, and those other 3 on the left. TIE Bomber, TIE Advanced, TIE Fighter for Executor. TIE Silencer is just here because it's such an easy farm and you can get it to 5 stars as soon as possible. It's so early. And then on the left of the Zetas, we have the Executrix fleet. It looks like I took these screenshots off different accounts. But Bomber, Advanced, and TIE Fighter, those are your starting 3. And then you want to farm TIE... Oh. No. What is their ship called again? This is Iden's ship. Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry, that's the TIE Defender. Wow. I don't know how I forgot that. TIE Defender really brings this fleet from... It's kind of like a Zeta, right? It brings it from good to just great. It's like the Marauder for Empire fleet. And then getting the Emperor's shuttle, it's not necessary, but you can get that before you can get Defender, and this will also lift your fleet. And you're being given a relic Emperor Palpatine to go with that, so you might, it's worth it. Alright, and then you have teams that you can build while going for these. You have your Empire, Palpatine, Vader, Mara, Jade, these are the main 3. Royal Guard goes towards your Emperor shuttle, and the TIE Fighter pilot goes for TIE Fighter. And then you have Iden Troopers. This is definitely not needed, but getting Iden by herself is. Yeah, and then we'll move on to the next. Alright, now that we're on to the teams that you should farm. This is taken straight from my newest free-to-play account. I plan to make a video on it probably Thursday or Friday. But regardless, these are the teams that I think everyone should be farming in the early game. Because you're given most of these, right? You're given Hera, Krex, Sabine, Chopper. Then all you need to farm is Kanan. Kanan is both Cantina and Squad Arena. He is super easy to shard. He's easy to gear, requiring only 100 Chirotechs. I'd say get them all to like Relic 3. And then it's going in order from like you're reading a book, right? It's the left page, just the right page. We have Keller and Beck. You're being given him. You should use that with your Poncho Bros. You're going to be given a Lightspeed token for Jedis. I've mentioned that near the beginning, I'd say. And then you should farm either Padawan Obi-Wan or Master Qui-Gon. And yeah, you should use your token on the other. Again, this is from a new account perspective. If you already have these guys, you can use it on someone else. I have a dedicated Lightspeed token farming. You can go check that video out. But for this is a new account. Fresh off the block. You're given Mace, you're given Yoda. So that'll give you Keller and Beck as your lead. Mace is your tank. Qui-Gon is like a mini tank. He's a support though. And then you have 2 attackers. Then you have your second pair of Jedi. That's not what I meant to do. You have Qui-Gon Jinn. This is a Grand Arena only team. You could switch it up. Like if you're not playing Grand Arena, I'd say probably put Padme as your lead. But I don't have a way to get Padme in this, so that's why it's Qui-Gon. He's easy to shard, Cantina tokens. Then you have Anakin, which is a Lightspeed token. Snips, which is a Lightspeed token. Which she has a really good Zeta, by the way. She assists every time somebody else. I think maybe just the leader goes. GK, Negotiator. He's the pilot, I guess, of the negotiator. He's the fleet commander. There you go. And then Shock T you're given as well from a Lightspeed token. So you're given 3 out of 5 of each of these 2 teams at Relic. Get those others up. Qui-Gon and GK, they're both 100 car attack. If you use the Lightspeed token on Padawan Obi-Wan, which is my recommendation by the way, because they're both the same amount of car attack out of Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan. But Padawan Obi-Wan Zeta is probably more important because it has the Conquest Omicron behind it. And then you have CLS. This should actually be after the Empire. I don't know why it's before it, so let's move up to Empire. So you're given Emperor Palpatine very early, actually. Like very early. You get that right after you get Captain Rex. And then you get Vader from quests, the journey quests, achievements, etc. Thrawn you will unlock with the same Phoenix that you used to unlock Palpatine. And Tarkin. The reason why I have Tarkin is because 1, he's your ship, like your fleet commander here, as well as he can also solo Order 66 at Gear 12 with both Zetas, and he can also solo 600k at Relic 7, both Zetas. He might be able to do Relic 5, I'm not sure. I've not done it myself, but I have seen stuff about that. And then CLS down here, this is where it should have been. You're farming this with Leia, like simply right here with Leia. So CLS, Han, Chewie, 3PO, 2PO. I mean, we've been over this, I'm not going to go over that again. Then you have your Bounty Hunter team. So you'll notice over here in the Executor, I don't have OG Mando and Grief on this. I have IG-88 and Beskar Mando. Because these are the Executor pilots. And these are OG Mandalorian and Grief. They are part of unlocking Beskar Mando. Beskar Mando is not a bounty hunter. He's actually just a scoundrel and a Mandalorian. So that's why he's not part of that team. And then you have Bill Mandalore. So I think everyone should be farming Bill. Like everyone. If you don't have her, you should be farming her. You only need to farm 1 of the 2 requirements that are not given to you from the Focus Lightspeed tokens. Because her requirements, right, is Keller and Beck, Beskar Mando, Paz Vizsla, and IG-12 and Grogu. And you're given a Mandalorian Lightspeed token after you unlock the Beskar Mando. And that is not until roughly May. It's like middle of April. You should have Bo-Katan Mandalore ready as soon as you get that Lightspeed token. You should have either IG-12 or Paz Vizsla at Relic 7 and able to take these 2 to Relic 7. Now you want to farm OG Bo-Katan Kryze to go along with this Bo-Katan Mandalore, but that's a bit of a later step. You can use OG Mando for it. Any Mandalorian works, but OG Bo is the best. 5th. Best in slot. So yeah, you want to be doing that. This is my recommendation for any new account. This is just teams that are given to you. The only team that's like kind of a stretch that's not given to you is this Empire team. Only one of them is not given to you. Oh, by the way, you can drop Thrawn. You don't need Thrawn. I recommend him because his fracture is pretty useful, but he sucks on defense. He also gets you he's also the fleet commander to the Chimera, which is an alternative to Tarkin's Executrix. So do with that as you will. I like having Thrawn, but as you saw here, you can use TIE Fighter Pilot and Royal Guard or Mara Jade. Mara Jade is better than Thrawn. Like, Mara Jade is the best in slot for the Empire team. Royal Guard's a nice tank for it. But yeah. With that being said, I think that's going to be it for the Lightspeed token. Not even just Lightspeed token. That's going to be it for the farming guide part 1. We will get into part 2. I still have to edit all the graphics for that. This is my first set of graphics, so hopefully you guys do enjoy that. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call this video here. So if you guys did enjoy, a like and a sub would be amazing. I'm on the road to 500 subs right now. And yeah, I will hopefully see you guys in part 2 of the farming guide, as well as the next weekly updates. Yeah, peace out.